Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Crate 808. And today, it's all about fuck that frail shit. Because we are talking about The Alchemist. We are doing our Why I Love series. We've done MF Doom. We've done J Dilla. We've done a Roc Marciano. Now we're doing an Alchemist, our first Alchemist episode. And today we've got two wicked guests on. We have got Zilla Rocca over there and Dylan Green, Cinema Psy on the other end. How are you guys doing today?
Coolin', man. Happy to be here. I'm eating enough popcorn that they gotta use the scale the way that they would the fish with. So yeah. Good. I'm coolin', man. Happy to be here.
I love that. Zilla, how you doing?
Good, man. I'm just an exoticness of life right now. I'm eating sesame chickens with the pork fried rice, the little insignificant broccoli they throw in there to make you think it's healthy. You're like, oh, there's some broccoli too. Nah, man. I want all the soda. I want all that shit.
I love that
already.
Yeah, the man's on the Chinese. To be fair, so we talk about two different songs today from Al, and you're living the life of your song a little bit because you're bringing Terry from 2015. Zilla's bringing that, and as you're lavishing over some lovely Chinese food, Action Bronson, it just seems to be all coming together. We should be doing this.
You know what I mean? Repping Incubus, eating the Chinese. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
that's very bras.
There you go. And Dylan, we've alluded to it already, but for the people who don't know, Jadakiss, fucking hell, man, we're gonna make it 2001 all-time classic. We're gonna get into these things, right? And they usually start off with like, why did you bring this song? But I thought our first episode of the Owl series, we can't just go to these songs. He's just too huge. It's like Madlib and going, yeah, we'll just talk about the Beat Conductor series, right? It's like, no, we can't do that. So I wanted to branch it to you guys. Uncle Al, Alchemist, for you, where does he stand? Is he like Mount Rushmore producers for you? Have you had a journey with him where you weren't feeling it and you are feeling it? What's your journey's been like with Al? Let me throw it to Dylan first. Dylan, what's your history with him?
All right. So I would say at this point in my life, he's definitely Mount Rushmore for me. And the crazy thing about him is that he's somebody like Snoop Dogg in the sense that like he means three different things to like three different generations of listeners, you know, like you got like the fucking like We Gon' Make It era where like he's like working with like Mobb Deep and fucking Locks and just like doing and like everything before he became Eminem's tour DJ. Right. And then you got like the shit in the middle, and then you got everything. And then you got this run he's been on since like what 2018, 2016. Like I can't even. I'm like if you want to get technical, he's been on this run since he and Currency first put out Covert Coup. You know, like
2011.
He's someone who's like he's someone like I've always appreciated his music, but just like seeing the ways that he just like not just stays relevant, but just like creates like these, you know, like he's kind of like the person we have to thank for like the producer, the one producer, one rapper collab thing that like we're in right now. He was kind of one of the first to do it that way, you know? So like, you know, like he's put me on to a lot of people, and just like his style is so vast, and it was hard to even narrow it down to just one song, but like, that's the first one that came to mind. So, you know, like Al's, you know, I mean, like him and Mike and Wiki just put out an album today, and that shit's incredible. Like, so he's special, man. Like they don't make him like Al anymore. So I'm just happy to be talking about him.
Love that. What about you, Zilla?
Oh shit! So I remember getting and seeing his name. I thought his name was very fascinating. It just said like produced by The Alchemist on like early Dilated, and then like the Far Eyes album, Focus Daily. He would have the hottest beats. Like Swollen Members, Balance. He would have the hottest beats. Eastern Conference, High and Mighty. He had the hottest beats.
Yes.
Fucking Royce the 5'9". Royce the 5'9". I'm the King. What was that Mega joint? 3, Prodigy and Mega. Love that beat. What was the other one? It was a Tony Touch joint with Cormega on the Peacemaker, where it's just like these what's it called? It's like the xylophones with just a fat ass kick and a snare, and that's when his beats were like empty.
Let me stop you. You said xylophone. You've hit one of the
is that what it is, or like a bell or something?
You're hitting the bingo words already, my bro. We've got a xylophone playlist and a xylophone flute playlist, and that is getting
I don't know if it's
there.
a xylophone. It might be like some other type of like metallic, happy, like relaxing sound.
Right.
But anyway, he was getting a lot of those beats off, and I was just like reading the liner notes. I'm like, yo, this dude's incredible. Like, who is this guy for years? And then once I found out he was down with Muggs and Soul Assassins and the Hooligans, I was like, oh shit, okay. And then he started doing like and then he was on the Mobb Deep shit. I'm a massive Mobb Deep guy, so I'm like, the realist. Here's that guy from Dilated Peoples. Now he's down with Mobb Deep. Like, who is this dude? Because back then it was like, unless you had a magazine interview, you didn't see him and you didn't know what he looked like. You had no access. And then, as he hit on the songs, like we're about to pick, especially with Dylan's first, it was like, like Keep It Thorough. I mean, that song ran radio. So iconic, he did that. Man. So it's like, I'm like, and once I saw he was like this kind of like smaller white dude, I was like, oh shit. Okay. And then I was just, I've been checking his credits since like 99. So yeah, I've had a long journey with this dude to where now, like to Dylan's point of him, like I remember that pivot of starting to work with like the more blog dudes, like the newer wave of guys, like all the Odd Future dudes. He's on Doris, the Currency shit, Freddie Gibbs, all those guys. And I feel like once he started diving into that space with them, it's given him like this last 10 years where, like, to your point, Dylan, you're familiar with him from that wave of guys as well. Like, oh, like this is where I kind of jump on the train. You know what I mean? Whereas like me and Cam, like when we, going back to like Tony Touch shit from 99 or something. So like, it's still him. To your point, it's like Snoop. It's just like all encompassing. And wherever you get on that train, you could always, move to the front car, the back car, the dining car, the relax. Like he's got all these pockets and chambers and collabos that are incredible. So he has like that, the Bronson run, and then the Prodigy solo run with like, Return of the Mac, and Albert Einstein. One of my like those are ever. Unbelievable records. That's why Prodigy is like my number one guy. It's like those type of records. So it's I think he's really special. And I think I don't know where I put him on Mount Rushmore, to be honest. That's a hard place to be. But I feel like his run, I think he's better than RZA. I would finally say he's surpassed RZA, because RZA has like that incredible burst of like 6-7 years. But Alchemist has like 3 of those. You know what I mean? Not on the height. Like he didn't make Cream and he didn't make Triumph. But like RZA after like 2000, like it's a deep drop. You know what I mean? Whereas Al like just started going, just kept it moving. So I feel like his consistency, he's like in baseball, he'd be like Hank Aaron, where it's like 20 years. You're like, whoa. I mean, every year it's like you're not leading the league in things, but you look back, you're like, damn, this is 20 years of this. Yeah. Versus like someone else popping in with like Jose Canseco numbers real quick, where you're like, oh, but you're like, that was only a 4 or 5 year run. This guy did 20. So it's tricky, but I feel like he, at least to me, is past RZA. I don't know if he's still like top 4, but he's past him.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel you, because like I'm not big on like, I don't have like top 4s. Like I've talked about this a bunch. I don't like lists. I'm like bad at them because they're always going to be different every time. Most of the time, like I have like my formative artists, but like I have a hard time narrowing it down to just 4. But like, before I forget, you mentioned we've been talking about Prodigy. I literally just finished reading his autobiography last week. So all of that's fresh on my brain. And like one of my favorite stories in there is when him and P get arrested when they're coming back from some show, and they get pulled over by the hip hop cops, and then they go to they wind up they go to the clink, and then like they get locked up, and they're trying to get Al to snitch on P, and they're trying to get P to snitch on Al, and neither of them does it, and they're just like in lockup. And like right when the clock turns 12, like P pokes his face out, and it's just like, yo, Al, happy birthday. So like Al had gotten arrested like right before his birthday, and I was like, good looks, you're a funny motherfucker. Like just like stuff like that. God. Like hearing about like their early relationship, and just like them, like making their music together. And of course, like the Hold You Down video where they're like showing the behind the scenes. Like, come on. I almost chose Hold You Down. Like it was a tough one.
It wouldn't have been wrong. It would not have been wrong.
I just had to get the Right.
I was gonna pick friggin' I was gonna go surgical gloves. You know what I mean? There's just no wrong answer. Like you just pick surgical gloves, Cuban links too.
This is why I love. It's why you love it. You know, these songs have universal appeal, but you could bring some real deep cuts from Al if you wanted to. I was surprised Keep It Thorough wasn't with the first beat. I genuinely thought so. I was going to bring that.
I thought it was going to be taken, so I was like, I'm going to go like what I think it is.
I love the fact that you brought
Keep It Thorough going to be taken.
I love you brought Terry. That's 2015.
Hell yeah.
Going to what Dylan's point, let's not sleep on that point. Like, to have an art, it's a beautiful thing to see an evolution of an artist, and like their train is just running, and every like carriage behind the engine is just filled with gems. And it's like, here's another fucking carry load of gems. I've just dropped one with Wiki and Mike. And what I love about it is you can get whatever you want. Like, you know, this drumless kind of anti-drumless shit that you hear. You can. I'm not on that side, but they are out there. Either. But you can just go, well, fucking listen to We Gon' Make It. Listen to his early shit. You can still get that with Al. And Al, I've been doing a lot of just reading up on him and watching a lot of the stuff he's been putting up on YouTube and that. And it's just fascinating to see how open he is about his craft as well nowadays. And he has that camp, that rap camp, isn't it? What was it? Around Covert Coup. That was Covert Coup time, wasn't it? So that's 2012.
Yep.
So to see a guy who's already done it, and then to just set up a rap camp with like the new peeps, was it Vince Staples, Currency, Action,
Earl Sweatshirt, Mac Miller,
Earl. And then when you listen to him now, and he's like, the only reason I know who Mac and Arm & Hammer are is because of Earl. And the lineage and the evolution and the tree just sprawling out. It's a beautiful thing for someone like me who I thought Dr. Dre was it. I thought RZA was it. I thought Primo was it as this kind of just insulated over on these shores kind of hip hop fan. As you grow into the culture of it and you like put your feet in the mud and you're like, you're in the mosh pits, you're at those shows where the electricity goes out and they just fucking freestyle. When you have that, and then you see Alchemist was going buck wild then, to then see him now with Roc Marciano in London, where I'm like, shit, man, that line goes on. Like Al's line is just round the block and you're like, shit, that's London on a Tuesday rainy night and he's just selling this shit out. And you know, one more thing, actually, I'm going to big up his idea for evolving beyond the music as well. His way he's done the merch and branding.
Dog.
Come on, bro.
Come on. Yeah, Alk Records is nuts, man. I just reviewed the Flying High EP, and that's what I started off with, just talking about like how he's turned Alk Records into like this like self-sustaining. I called it boutique indie rap at its finest. Like he's really like it's like he's selling wine. You know, like it's really crazy how he manages to just like, and it's like, I thought about it now. I mentioned, I compared him to Snoop. He's like indie rap Pharrell. You know, like Pharrell is somebody who's Pharrell will be around forever. He has hits across generations. You know, like he's that for the backpackers. You know, like that's Alchemist is Pharrell for the backpackers to me. You know?
Like I want to say this too. Outside of the merch, the fashion.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It's like a very subdued fly appeal to how he dresses, where it's like current, but it's not, it's age appropriate. Like I looked at his IG and being like, okay, what should I wear today? Let me look at what Alchemist's been wearing.
Right.
Let me splash it like that. Like now he's wearing purple hats. Now he's wearing dark green hats. Then he's got like a beige jacket. I'm like, yo, it's just so chill the way his look is, but he's not trying to be like a rock star, you know, like how Dipset used to be with the tight jeans and the what's the name, the chains, the iced out skull chains and shit, and the cuts like Jim Jones and all. But he also isn't like Bronson, who I adore, where Bronson's like, yo, like I dress like this to make pizza, I dress like this to lift weights, I dress like this to the venue. Al is like, it's a little more sophisticated, but it's accessible. It's not just like, oh, you can't afford this. This shirt's $1,500. Yeah, you can never rock. Like he ain't like Westside, who I love. He ain't like Westside Gun. It's like I could own a lot of the pieces Alchemist wears, which I like. Like I like that shit. I'm like, oh, this shirt's only 50. This shirt's 30. These pants are 9. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Like, like son will be hopping out in like a purple flannel and like a white tee. And then like some brown pants, you know, like it's like, you know, like I definitely get that, you know, like I literally have like a purple flannel in my closet because I saw Alchemist wear it in the Falling Out the Sky video, you know, and then on top of that, he's like doing shit with like a Leon Dore, like him and Bronson are doing things with like this high end fashion brand, but you know, it's
like Prada, you know what I mean? He rocks that shit from over there.
Yeah,
Nautica shit,
he's got
the jacket.
He's got style. Yeah, no, all the windbreakers and shit. Yeah, he's got style, man. And like you said, I like how you put it, Zilla. Like it's real subdued, and it's not like over the top, but like it looks tight. You know, like it's like like, you know, like it's casual, but it's like classy at the same. It's weird. I don't know, but he's just
sophisticated.
He hits it every time.
Yeah.
Half my wardrobe is just out records now. Half my wardrobe is like, even he dropped that new Elephant Man's Bones, the pink shit. I was, oh man, I need that pink. I need that pink tee. And he has this grip on me. It's the only time, like, it used to be lots of other things, but now it happens to just be that kind of merch I love. But yeah, I mean, we can go to, but like there was other moments I want to talk about, just his music and where his music's gone. Like we talk about his evolution, and you were saying how you can remember him, but the evolution of his music going from like, I was listening to him talk about what a song like is to him, and he was talking about how there being specific sections of a song, and each specific section you want to kind of find beauty in that little section and elongate it and make it what it is. And then he kind of branched it out to albums, and he was like, an album is like one big song if you think about it. But I was listening to a guy on YouTube called Navi D. I've never saw this guy before. I just did a little YouTube thing and it came up on my algorithm. That shit is smart because I fucking love this video. This guy was like, he pointed out that Take It to the Top. So Take It to the Top, Al's beat. He was talking about how that is one of the earliest examples of Al innovating his sound into that more drumless landscape. And when I heard that beat again, it's so strange. I don't know if you guys can recall it, but there's such a, like, the fact that he's explored that world a lot more recently, where you just think, to some people who don't know Al, that is Al, the drumless guy, the guy who's opaque kind of paintings he's putting on Sonics for us. And to see him talk about that, and then I think it's Broken Bottles with Buddy the Butcher, if you listen to that as well, where you think
crazy beat, son.
That's what I mean. And you think that it's interesting. I think the guy said it on the YouTube where he said, like, and I hate the word texture, but with Al, it kind of feels the right word. He talked about, it's not just the musicality, it's the it's the feel. Like, you can, if you could run your fingers through it, do you know what I mean? Like it feels like that. And I don't know how he's got there. I don't know how he's got there, man. Like when I was to Terry now, and I'm like, how has he done this? I don't understand how his brain's been wired to do it. But yeah, no, absolutely. So let's go into it. Yeah, let's get into this. Which one do we start with? We've got to start with where we gonna make it. We've got to start with we gonna make it, right? So we gonna make it. Dylan, you had a few to choose from. Open floor. Tell us why we gonna make it was the one for you.
Because it was the first thing that came to mind. You're like, when I think of an Alchemist beat, like that's the first one that comes to mind for me. Even though I'm a bit younger, like I don't remember where I was when I first heard it, but like the first time I heard the beat, I was just like, oh, this is everything to me. I don't know. It just clicked, and it just makes me smile. I think about the lines from it all the time, you know, just like I can't tell you how many times I lay awake. Like I can't tell you how many nights I've laid awake wondering about the house Jadakiss is talking about, the whole 360 bullshit. Like just like you know, like that beat is so hard. It got him talking about like a Rubik's Cube house that I'm still trying to like piece the dimensions of together in my brain. Like he's just like talking bullshit. Like the whole time it's just like you know, like half the lines is just like him either flexing or just like talking bullshit, and it sounds amazing. You know, like him and him and Styles P, and and then you know, like there's that video of him and Just Blaze doing like the beat battle thing, and he like comes in with the sample, and then it's just like he's like behind the decks, and then like when the drums come in, and he just goes like. Yes, in the back, and everyone you can just feel like I wasn't there and I wished I was, but like you can feel the crowd in that video. Like when we're talking about texture, like it's like that's such like an iconic moment to me, and like that, and you're like that's like an all-timer beat, you know, like you put you like if you're in a beat battle and you play that, you win, or like at the very least you have a heavy advantage, you know, like so, it's just I love it, you know.
So what is it then when you say it's that? What is it about people and their thinking and understanding of what hip hop is in 2000, 2001 that he shot this beat around? Like, we know about the feud with Razkaz and him having it on, I can't remember what his song was now, actually.
Home Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home, that's it. Home Sweet Home.
Not a good song.
Yeah.
No, not like this. It's cool, but it ain't this.
But then Raz dissed him on Kiss You. That's what it was. Raz dissed him, didn't he? I remember this.
Mm-hmm.
You have the idea of him playing it to Nas, playing it to Jay-Z, playing it to other people, and then just shuffling away from it. Why? Like, you say it's all one-time beat, like it's an all-timer beat. I get it. I'm
because every beat finds its rightful owner. So Prem was just at the thing for Easy Mo B in New York. Easy Mo B was shopping Flavor in a year all over the place. People passed, like Big Daddy Kane passed on that beat. Kane passed on it. Like, that beat fucking revolutionized rap. That beat right there. That just had burn. That's it. Two pieces, right? Yeah. And it was just the big drums, like put Craig Mack on and put, Bad Boy on the map. But it's like, I mean, dude, there's plenty of crazy beats I've gotten from people where I'm like, man, this is cool. I don't know what to do with it. And then 5 months I hear the album, I'm like, oh, there it is. I got nothing. I love it, but it doesn't fit. I'm not the right person for that job. Versus like even the Razkaz song, when you run it up, he does the hook the same way, like Home Sweet Home. It's like, okay. Yeah. But it's not Jaden Styles. Like, and I love Raz, but I'm like, you can't compete with Jaden Styles like by yourself.
Yeah, especially at that time, like early 2000s, like they were, like Jada was still peaking at that point. He hadn't even hit the peak of his powers yet.
Facts.
Like Kiss of Death hadn't come out yet.
Kiss of Death hadn't come out. I'd say the third verse on this is probably one of his best he's ever done, though. Like that shit that I still remember that shit. Like even a bullet, like just the way he's dropping it cold. But when I listen to this song, and thank you, Dylan, for putting this back on. It's always been on the rotation. It's just one of them that's always on, but you never really. And then I was like, no, I'm dedicating. Like today, I went to the cinema. I went to get some, physio done. I was doing all this shit. I'm old, so I do physio. And I'm like, fucking, I'm doing all this shit. And I'm like, I just had this on repeat in the car, on my headphones, at home. And I was like, do you know what? If you're feeling low, put this fucking song on. If you're broke, put this fucking song on. You just got dumped by a fucking girl you love, put this fucking song on. Do you know what I mean? I lost at fantasy football, right? I put this song on. I was all right. Like, there's not a lot of consoling me after I've lost at fantasy
this
football.
Song is like Coach Prime. That's like a Coach Prime pep talk. This is Deion Sanders as rap. This shit. Your mood will be lifted. Like my whole TikTok feed is all clips of Coach Prime talking. And I'm always like, yes, like I feel great being on TikTok. It's from him at JSU. It's him at fucking Colorado. It's him him screaming on dudes. It's him before the game. It's him after the game. It's him with his kids. I'm like, yo, I feel incredible. And this song is 20 plus years of that. You know what I mean? Like Coach Prime just getting started. This is year 22 of this beat, 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly,
but I don't know how you, as you're the artist, maybe you can tell me, but how you can tether, like you've tethered just the idea of ambition, like the feeling of ambition is tethered into this song. Like it's all interwoven into the fiber of it. And I was like, it is fucking just ambition, isn't it? It's just like, we are going to fucking make it. And you can then look at the context of it where you're like, shit, you've got, I can imagine Al at that time, there's a more opulent sound in hip hop. There's a bit more like that big sound coming out. This is him adapting to it and saying, fuck you guys, I can do this as well. Just Blaze is like just left it away. Big up Just Blaze, I love you, bro. But I'm just saying, like,
shout out Jersey. He's, I'm 20 minutes away from Patterson, man. So shout out Just Blaze.
So let me just dip into the live chat, right? Let me dip into the live chat real quick because people have been kicking off here. Free Music Empire's in here. Snoop,
hey, shout out to NO.
He said Snoop comparison is elite. Good work there with the Snoop comparison.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He also says, I've got an Alk top 5 argument in the chamber, but I'm firing that later. Oh, the man is a tease.
Fair enough.
Free Music says, I need Dylan's top 5 lists he hates the most. So you can think of
top 5 hated, top 5 lists.
Top 5 hated
All right.
lists.
All right.
And then Oz says first heard Alchemist in 1999, must have been early Dilated or the first Tafari album. That is early, yeah. Every time I think
the fire shit's crazy.
Yeah, he says every time I think of favorite Al beats, I think of Buck 50's Dead End Street and High and Mighty's Top Prospects. Top Prospects
that beat's crazy.
Was a backpacker.
Top Prospects
like that was like you had to know that song to be a backpacker where I was. And Nick Sheffield, top from the top rope. Alk has been top 5 for me for quality and quantity. Yeah, I can't even argue it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Free Music Empire, top 5 words that annoy Cam, send it to Dylan. Top 5 words that annoy me. Shit, Jesus Christ, let's not get into that. We're going to get us some rabbit holes. Look at Oz. This might be my backpack list coming out, but I prefer Razkaz's Home Sweet Home because that was the first version I heard. But do you know what, Oz? That is a very backpacker thing to do. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you guys can have the clubs. I've got Razkaz in the streets.
I'm going to sit with sweaty dudes in the basement. I'm only listening to sweaty men.
So I'm not.
Sweet.
I'm not trying to hear these like secret Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel raps over this beat right now, son. Like I love Razkaz. Shout out to Razkaz, but nah, man.
It doesn't. Like you said, it found the right home.
No tarot card album covers with that beat. Nope. Put that shit somewhere else with the blacked out eyes. Nope.
Oh, Eldridge Cleaver type shit.
Popping bottles of this shit.
Shit, amazing. Do you know what? Big up before we got Eve. I heard Eve's verse again today on the it's a remix, but it's on the video. So I think it's like it's on the video. I was like, her verse is fucking sick. I loved Eve in 2001. She was amazing. Oh yeah. So no, absolutely love that.
She was on a run.
A few little tidbits for you guys. You probably already know most of these, but and then we got to go into some bars. But here's a little tip about it. I actually didn't know until someone pointed out. Al actually sampled this on the intro to First Infantry. So if you go to the intro, 24 seconds in to the intro, you'll then hear that, and it's not long, it's a few seconds, but he's clearly been sitting on it. Well, I don't know how long the difference is actually from this, and it can't be that long, but he's had it for a while. Right, I've just got to go into the bars. Dylan, before we go into Terry, I've just got to go to some of these bars, because Actions bars are good, but there's contrast. There's a difference to what Styles and Jada bring, yeah? And there's one guy here, right, who says, determined ends make it, kicking down the door and we burn ends naked. We're in Mobb Deep territory. We know what we're doing here. The next one, the house costs $1 million sitting on the beach. The only thing I know is it's furnished. I'm going to take it.
Furnished, I'm going to take it.
Right. So you've gone from...
My bathtub lifts up. My walls do a 360.
Right. What is that?
But I was
That's
right,
amazing.
So one guy's in there kicking down, burning people naked. And you're talking about, I need it furnished. I need this house furnished because I will not move my own shit in. And then he has another one where he says, and I love this because I just thought, this is the dream, where he says, real ends say that they'll be wilding. They're out there wilding. We on the Cayman Islands on a yacht with our favorite albums. That's some real life goal setting, man. Like, I'm like,
that's some Cuban links. That's Cuban link shit. That's Cuban links. Like Rain Goes to Miami. Vintage. Post it up.
Yes.
Vintage.
Absolutely.
Vintage.
And I know you boys are feeling the Candy Rain line. As a kid,
love that, the Candy Rain.
The Candy Rain line. Soul for real in the hood.
Real in the hood. We make Candy Rain.
Like
God, son.
That hit. That really hit. But no,
I could easily send you to God. Come and see me at the Plaza Hotel. Like, give me a job.
Like, come on, man. Like untouchable. Like you could play that now, and it's like people from people across like 3 different generations are gonna have their brains melted in like a venue. Like just I don't even know.
I know.
It's just
do you know there's that, and then there's the other Cuban linkness to it though. You're right about the Cuban link reach there, Zilla, because
what about Castro and them when they go to Cuba?
Well, they got the Castro bit. It's all the Cuba bit's great. It's the bit where he says that it might find your man dead in the ocean, and Styles comes in with the old he'll be alright though. And then he just goes into because dead rappers get better promotion. That line's amazing. Right. But I love how he slides in there. It's a very Ghost and Ray. I was going to slide in, drop a little line for you to jump off of. Like here's the springboard, bang. And what's that? I put my face in the ground because my shelter's expensive.
I love that.
Yeah, go to war with the 8 and the pound. Then you got your ear to the street. Now put your face in the ground because my shelter's expensive. I don't even want to waste the bullets on you, son. Like, come on.
But then you'll know exactly why when you're yelling in intensive. And those bullets were expensive.
Oh my God.
Those are people doing that shit. Yeah, man, absolutely. Another, you know what? Old man bar. I love seeing these. That hit me harder now as a 40-year-old man going to fucking physio. I'm comfortable far from home, eating right, getting good rest, either at the bar or the phone. And I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I'm absolutely here for that. That's exactly what I'm here for. So, old man bars. That's what we're here for. But that's what it's about. But let's go into Terry, 2015 Terry as well, man.
Please.
When you're bringing Action Bronson, that is an era for these two and me. Like, fuck, I haven't even told you my Al story yet. Oh shit! Before we go to Terry, I've got to tell you about Al's story. I'll never. My wife is beautiful. Love her. You know, light of my life. There are a few things that I'll never forget. One was our wedding being on the day of Barcelona winning the Champions League final and Messi putting on an all-time, like for you, like Jordan Game 6 performance. I had tickets that my friend got me and I couldn't go because I was getting married the next day and I had to be up at 3 a.m. So that's one thing. The second thing, right, we were in New York and I was working for the BBC and I had to do a sneaker documentary, right? So there was this tour there called the Sneaker Pimps. And I'll be amazed if anyone out there went to the same gig as I did. It's about 2005, 2006 time. It was in Brooklyn. No, not Brooklyn. It wasn't in Brooklyn. I can't remember what it was. It was in a massive fuck-off church. But what these guys did, Sneaker Pimps, they'd come in there and put loads of sneakers in glass cases, rare ones, you know, all this, and just dot the whole fucking church out. And it's like you're like a gallery, but the Clips, who the fuck else is on? The Beatnuts, Ghostface Killer, right?
Wow.
Sure.
DJ Clark Kent warmed up. Those people just did a show. And I remember, there was a guy called Jeff Carrillo, big up Jeff Carrillo. I cannot remember where he's at nowadays, but he helped me up big time in the New York scene at that point. And it was 1 a.m. Me and my wife been up since 5 recording shit for the BBC shit, whatever. And now it's 1 and I'm really tired. I don't even know why she's still with me at this point. I'm like, why are you even, all day you just followed me talking to rappers you don't know. But then he was like, oh, bro, what you should do is chill with us because the Alchemist is just chilling and we were just chilling with him, having a few drinks and we're going to get some food. We're going to meet his boy Action afterwards, whatever. And I knew Alchemist at this point, but I didn't know Alchemist at this point. And I was like, yeah, I know, like we got to make it, stuff like that. I could see him, he was sitting there and I was like, oh, babe, we got to go in. I mean, like, I know it's 1 o'clock, but it's fucking Alchemist. Like, we should really just sit with him. And she was like, I'm so tired. And then we went home, and I'll never know where that night would have took me. And I always have this sliding doors moment. Maybe me and Al would have been friends. Maybe we'd be doing emails right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I've got my name on some merch. No, but I'm just joking. But that's my big slide. I'm sure if there's more people out there with those moments for rappers, let us know. You two especially. You must have some moments where you're like, oh. But either way, please bring them to the table.
I actually got to meet Alchemist last year.
Oh,
because him and Roc Marciano did a pop up at Sweet Chick in Brooklyn, and it was right after because I reviewed Elephant Man's Bones for Pitchfork. I gave it a best new music. I kind of had to fight with my editors to get that best new music, but shout out to Anna, I love you. But yeah, like we like that happened, and I walked up and I know his tour manager, Salim. Shout out to Salim, Baba, the Conduit, all that shit. Shout out to Salim. He brought me in, and I was just kind of cooling around, and like Alk and Roc were like behind a table, like signing merch, selling merch and shit. And I go up and introduce myself. I'm like, hey, I'm Dylan. I write for Pitchfork. I just reviewed the album. Like Al's, I'm like, Roc is talking to somebody else, and Al was like, yo, this is the guy who reviewed the album. He's like, yeah, no, like turned out great. Like you really know your shit.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Like, it was like a real nice moment. We got to take a picture. I don't take pictures with anybody anymore, but I had to get a picture with Alchemist and Roc Marciano. Of
course,
you know, like, I had to do that. You know, just like, and you're like that whole day was so dope. Just because like whenever like Al does those Sweet Chick pop-ups pretty often. Like he just did one with Larry June this past spring, summer. And like every time he does, like the whole fucking New York community comes out. Like just like the who's who of like indie rap in the tri-state. You know, like Rome Streets pulled up in this nice ass car, fucking like, you know, just like every, you know, like every underground head you could think of, like is in the area. Like there were Vadas around, like Navy Blue showed up, like Chuck Stranger showed up, like just like anyone like in that community, like Fatboy Sharif, shout out to my man Sharif was there, you know, like all the Jersey dudes popped out. Like, yeah, nah, like that's like, you know, like every time Al does an event like that, everybody comes out for it.
I love that.
And, you know, like you just see like you just like see people, you know, like come out the woodwork with like old ass records, and like people will literally come with like bags or like cardboard containers just full of records. Shit, and they just he sits there and signs all of them.
No way.
You know, like he will sit there and just sign records for people
all
day.
Know,
like it's really
shit. Fair play.
Pretty much it's like an 8-hour day. You know, like he's there from like 12 to 8 and or like 3 to 8 or some shit, like 5, 6, 7 hour day. But like, you know, like just seeing, because like he did one with Alchemist, he did one with Larry June. He's done, if it's big enough, he will come to like New York or do it in California, wherever, you know, like, and just like that's a humble guy. You know, like he will like sit and like, yeah.
I was going to say that DIY spirit. This guy was chilling with goats, bro. Like I even listened to him in an interview. He was talking about how he was mistaken for Primo's weed guy. That's how early he was in there. Like they were like, oh, he's the guy that supplies weed, really good weed. But like, it's interesting when you think he comes from that, and then where he took risks. Like I think he's talking about currency and how important he was to him. Where he was like, we've got to record something today, and he's like, what do you mean we've got to record something today? He's like, no, we need to put something out today, tonight. And Al just couldn't get his head around it, and he was like, what is this? And he said he put it out and he just felt currency, just sat down, exhaled, and was like, right, now we can work. And it's almost like that has then bled into his ethic of, I'm going to supply good, like I buy his merch, it's fucking good quality. I know bad quality, quality, it's really good quality. And you think totally, he's had that down. He's had that ethic down. And it's a risk to take for a guy who's done it all, right? Like it's a risk to take to be like, oh shit, like maybe I just like do my own shit. Maybe I just allow the majors and just do my own shit. And like you're an indie artist right there, man. Like, you know what I mean? Zilla, like it's I commend that shit.
Right.
So
also sorry, before I forget, I just learned recently that all of Covert Coup was recorded in a day. Yeah. They recorded that whole album in a day. Like no, not even just a day. They recorded it the day they met. They met and made the album.
That is crazy.
Like that album is like perfect to me. Like that's like one of those, like that's like a you like put that in a frame and put it on a wall type shit. Like they made that whole album in a day. Like not even 24 hours. And it just came out like 007 was, I almost chose 007. That's one of my favorite beats. Like forget just Alchemist, but like, man, like the 007 beat comes on and that makes me, Scottie Pippen's crazy too. Christ. Yeah. BBS, like BBS. Like that whole album is nuts, man. Oh my God. Like that's just like, I was in college. When Covert Coup came out, and like that was a moment I remember where I was like, that's like one of my favorite blog era memories is just like listening to Covert Coup for the first time. Just like stupid. I like 007 comes on and I just like start like I haven't cried to it yet, but one day I probably will. I will.
I love that. I know you planned that. You've premeditated a cry there.
Guarantee it.
Yeah, definitely. But this is what I mean about that era. It's interesting where it is for you. I'd love to hear it is for you, Zilla. This era of him going into Return of the Mac and stuff like that. This is when I'd left my kind of hip hop nest and started on my next chapter of my life, where I was a lot more singular in my listening to hip hop. And that's when this type of shit, Covert Coup, I just remember there being a lot of indie rap just being, and I couldn't really share it with anyone apart from online. It was actually, that's when the online aspect for me was like, oh no, this is actually where I'm talking to a lot more people than I am in real life. It's the first time in my life. And Covert Coup was around that time, Marsburg, Reloaded, all that sort of stuff.
Fucking dude, the Gang Green record, Gutter Water.
Gang Green record.
Man, Gang Green. I'm mad I forgot about Gang Green.
But the fucking what's the name joint? The Do Rag Dynasty album. That's If he put that out today on wax,
yeah,
I'm like that gif of the dude, the meme with the dude just throwing the credit card, being like, "What?" Just like put it in the camera. You put out Do Rag Dynasty album now. He's gonna sell like 1,000 copies on wax. So it'll be out of here.
So where were you at that time then, Zilla? I didn't get to ask you that. Where were you at that time?
So I was during the blog era, that was like my coming of age. That's when I started getting music out, and I was like targeting blogs and making friends actually with a bunch of people I'm still friends with today, or collaborators like, Jeff Weiss and Disco Vietnam and them. So I was getting at them in like 05, 06, 07 when all this was happening. And I remember seeing Al, like, again, I was fucking with him since Eastern Conference in Tafari. And once I started seeing him on like the Covert Coup joint, and then even like Blue on the Jesus joint on Doo-Wop with Do Rag. Oh my God. I used to play that shit on a crazy loop at the gym where I was like, oh, he's checking the same blogs I check. Like he's knowing about this shit. He knows who Blue is. He knows who Currency is, who was one of the biggest guys. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, it was like, and he was getting shit with like Cool Kids too. He started fucking with them, and then they had Boldy was just their cousin coming through, and then 10 years later he's got all these records with Boldy. But like, I thought it was fascinating watching him adapt to Dylan's point of like him just being a major label guy all those years and being dumbfounded when Currency's like, oh, we're putting this out tonight. He's like, how? Like, we need a lawyer, we need a publicist, we need like a photo shoot. Like, what do you mean we're just gonna put it out? And it's like, oh, it's here, boom, it's out. And here they are still making money off of it, repressing it and owning it. Like the Damo record, the No Idol shit, that was huge. Like, he was just like splashing all these people, like on all the Bronson shit with Rare Chandeliers and all. But it's like he was exciting because he was still doing records with people he loved, like P and like all the Queensbridge dudes, like Black Poet and Noid. And then he would do like the younger guys, like the on their come up guys. And to me, that was like his blessing. Like, okay, I fuck with this guy. And then he would bring in like Prodigy on the Currency song, you know what I mean? And then it gave Prodigy a second wind. Yeah. It was like really fascinating watching him bring all these worlds together of like, at the time, like the 35 and up guys with the 22-year-olds. Yeah. And Al was the bridge to map it all in. So I was blown away. I thought it was so fun. And that rap camp shit, I remember just like seeing photos or reading about it or I was like, I just want to fucking go there, man. Yeah. I just want to hang out. Yeah. I don't even want to, I just want to be in the room. Because like anybody could just walk in, like that's so dope. You know what I mean? Like create that space.
We're living now off that thing 10 years later, aren't we? We're living off it. Like even now, Vince Staples dropped something. It's a Vince Staples thing where I'm like, I have an interest because he's not just your West Coast artist. He has these histories with like people like Al and stuff like that. So yeah, it goes on, man. It definitely goes on. So let's do it then. Terry. I know we alluded to it, but we went down a little rabbit hole there. But Terry then, Zilla, come on, bro. 2015. Why this song?
Because it's the most beautiful beat Alchemist ever made in his life. That beat is unbelievably like luxurious and relaxing, and it's like this beautiful jazz guitar. And I just found a record maybe like 2 weeks ago that he took it from, because I was like, is this a sample? Is this live? Did he sample a musician? Like, how did he make this shit? Because it's not like a hazy atmospheric piece with like disparate interesting sound effects panning in and out and like this sinister nature. It's very Bronson. It's like buoyant and energetic, but it's pretty, and like all the Alchemist and Bronson joints, from like the Lamb Over Rice shit to the Rare Chandeliers and the one-offs like Big League Chew and all that shit, like he brings like a joy out of Alchemist. Like he picks that shit. He doesn't just go for like the standard kind of more plotting, like gangstery joints. So when I heard Terry on that record, and like I love Bronson a lot, but like I don't love Mr. Wonderful like that. There's like really incredible highs and like other joints where I'm like, nah. But Terry and like Easy Rider, like those joints, I'll just play the rest of my life. So when I heard Terry, I was just like, I didn't know it was Alchemist. I thought it was, again, like some musicians or some shit. And I looked at the credits and I was like, oh my God. And that's the beat I always go to. And it's just one long verse, which I love. And it's him being like stream of conscious, but like there's a lot of funny shit and profound bars in there. But that beat, like that beat could have been like a Tribe beat or something. You know what I mean? Like Q-Tip could be on that shit in a second. You could put Q-Tip on that. You know what I mean? Or like even like Rick Ross, it could be the other way. It could be like a fly extravagant dude. It just has it's got a lot of soul to it. And that jazz guitar is like,
Yeah.
It's so nasty. I love that shit. So when you that was the first beat that came to my mind. I was like, after I hit send, I was like, oh fuck, I should like keep it thorough or like all these other joints. And I was like, nah, man, Terry.
No,
Terry.
I love that you did, because
gotta go Terry.
Do you know when you said it made you think of Tribe? This beat immediately at the time and still does takes me to Doom's Special Herb Collection. It is that.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that too.
It's one of the best Doom beats that isn't Doom. Like, if you know what I mean. It's for me. It's
did you ever hear on his IG the remix with Doom?
Yes,
bro. Hell yeah. That shit goes nuts.
That's bro.
Crazy.
How is when he says,
it's crazy.
Bro, what's he say on there? I've got this written down because I was like, that is such an amazing
I had it somewhere.
line.
Yeah, I have the MP. I ripped that shit off.
you ripping that shit and you're playing it in your iPod shuffles. Yeah, I know that shit. Ask for it like the victim. First time she kissed him was the worst time she dissed him. I was like, straight in the fucking heart.
Bouncing on that shit.
Yeah.
He destroys that.
Yeah.
But then like, see, to me, when Bronson's on it, he has this one line where he goes, virtuoso on the keyboard. I rep the Eastern Seaboard. Please, Lord, please leave the Z3 keys before you leave. Don't sneeze on my shit, because for she's, I'm gonna flip you. That's the Usual Suspect shit. And he says,
I'm gonna flip you.
Your foot slide in the slipper. That's like, he's such a visual guy.
Yeah.
Pedicure foot slide in the slipper. Trying to do the remix with Pitbull. Tell the pilot Landon Schipple, play the violins with dimples. You got a dimple on your cheek and then the violin. Yo, that's crazy. Life's ironic and it's simple. Yo, here's my thing. People in my circle shit on Bronson. Oh, you're fucking fake Ghost face. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, Ghost ain't rapping like that in 2015, bro. He's not. He fucking skated. And I'm a Doom. I mean, I'm a Ghost day one forever. Ghost's endpoint is like 06. Bronson from 2010 to like 2018 smacks Ghostface. Period. Same. It's not even a question. Like at that same time frame, this type of shit is like how Ghost used to make me feel when I would listen to him rap. And I hate the comparisons because it's more of like a Cameron vibe. You know what I mean? It's like more saying funny flies direct shit. But when he's on that shit, the line always gets stuck in my head was Dylan was talking about that we gonna make it. I always just say, you know, when he says like, skull curly Larry and Mo, I'll marry a hoe only if the bitch look like Mary Monroe. That's crazy. Like that whole run. Bro. No one ever said that. No one ever said Mary Monroe. Talking about it.
Bro,
like,
the fact is it's just made me want to play the Ghost Teddy Pendergrass "Are You For Real" skit here.
Yeah, like
because when you were like, when you're saying, "Oh, he smacks Ghost,"
I watched that video once a year, man.
It's so good.
That was the most inspired Ghostface had been for 10 years.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Straight up. And I get it. It was a lazy hanger for everybody saying to Bronson, and he wasn't lying when he said that shit to Max Kellerman, like Ghostface. I'm like, he's right. Ghost was at that. He was not even close to this man. Yeah. But I get the fallout. Okay, fine. But when he says too, he's like, should I get a Skybox or an 89 iRock? It's always popping at the IHOP.
It's always popping at the IHOP.
That's true. It's always popping at the IHOP, man. Come on.
Amazing.
He's just
the
imagination.
The imagination. But going to that beat, going back to that beat though, I know Dylan, I need to come to you about this beat and this song as well. But I was just thinking that beat, right? You said it's one of the most beautiful. It is also one of the most relaxing songs I've ever
Yeah, man.
This should be. I've been to kids' nurseries and it is fucking chaos. I just think all you need to play now, is this Terry beat to all nurseries over the country. Just if it doesn't calm the kids down, at least the fucking teachers can dream of being on a yacht off the Amalfi Coast or something. Because this is that yacht. This is yacht hip hop. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know how the word. I don't know how to. Yacht rap.
Yacht hop. Well, he has them yachts and he has them yacht records.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
but
this could have been.
It's perfect to Sunday too on a yacht. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. But do you know what? It's also one of them songs, and We Gonna Make It's kind of got that same element, that category of song, which is songs that you can't not replay. It really has this massive, like, it just cocoons you. And that's what I realized. You can stay in this universe and it cocoons you, and the outside world, you can just shelter from the anxieties of fucking life by just replaying this, just thinking, I want to live in this moment a little bit longer.
Yes.
And do you know what, Dylan, we talked about on Tribe about journeys in hip hop. we talked about what I love about journeys in hip hop, where the producer or the guy will just take you on. Could be 30 seconds, could be like a minute. Madlib does it, Dilla does it, Tribe do it a lot as well. But I was thinking on this one, it's Al doing it with that outro, man. Because that outro to Terry,
crazy.
That is some of the most sublimely beautiful shit that I think Al's ever fucking done. And it just, you know that meme of the SpongeBob meme just transcending to the clouds? This is what they're listening
with the headphones on.
When that choir comes in, bang, you're jumping up there. And I just love the outro.
Don't hurt me again.
Don't hurt me again.
There's no hit records on the demo. What does that even mean? Why would you say don't hurt me again and there's no hit? I don't know. That shit don't even make any sense. It's so fly.
Fucking acting crazy, mate.
No correlation.
Idea. Yeah, it's very psychedelic in that aspect. There is just no, like, you could be on shrooms to this and be like, this makes sense.
He says in the beginning, you know what I mean? What up, love? I need a hug. Could drugs be taken over?
Yeah, absolutely. Dylan, Terry, for you, what you say to Terry? That sorry, I should have come to you earlier.
No, bro, it's all good. No, Terry's gorgeous. I remember really, like my personal favorite Bronson album is Blue Chips 2. I think him and Party Supplies were like they're just. Ooh. I miss Party Supplies so much.
I'm just thinking about him. The other day I
miss Party Supplies so much. But Party Supplies. Like but like like the Terry beat, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, this is like it really did sound like elevator or like spa music, like almost, I mean, not in the same way that Mass Appeal does, because like Mass Appeal is like a much harder, grimier song, but like he just kind of like took the element that might have made a song like Mass Appeal and just kind of stripped it back, and it's just like it just sounds like a summer breeze, man. I love the song. It's a great song to drive to. Great song to walk around to. Like it's just one of those. It's like, you could throw that on. I could listen to it for 2 hours and never get sick of it. Like and you're like at that time, like Alchemist is like just. I mean, like he's obviously like huge at this point, but he's still kind of like retrenching himself for a new generation, because like we're all learning who Bronson is, and like we're learning more about Alchemist through this, because like Mr. Wonderful. Once again, like Zilla said, not my favorite Bronson album, but like you have Terry, you got the couple Party Supplies songs. I got to go look it up now because it's been a while since I've run Mr. Wonderful like from top to bottom. But like that, what's it called? Acting Crazy is on there too. Right, Acting Crazy is a wild song. Right, yeah, like he got a 40 Shabib beat. Like he's somebody not named Drake who got a 40 Shabib beat.
Right,
that's nuts. And but I'm getting off track. Terry's great. Terry's great. But it's also my favorite. It's also my favorite Bronson song that he performs live. I saw him do the Earl and Dream Store, and like there's like the bit where he's just like the secret ingredient is lion's neck, and everybody in the crowd like just screams lion's neck. Nobody fucking knows what that shit is. I don't remember what lion's neck is, but like everybody knows the line. It doesn't matter. Like it just it just works.
Love that. Absolutely
crazy song, man. Like a really nice combination of like beat and rapper, like like Zilla was talking about earlier, with just like the like the perfect beat's gonna find you no matter what. And that's an instance where like it found him, like that he's the one who needed that.
Love that. I don't know if we're talking about samples here, but if we want to talk about samples, I don't want to be snitching on peeps and stuff like that, but the sample to Terry, like I'm just gonna say the singer on the original song is amazing. So if you ever find that song, I love that song. Woo. But okay, so let's just wrap this up right quickly with a very only built for tenuous links. This has now been called this category. It was called How Deep Is Your Love, but it just turned out that it's just very, very tenuously linked to a lot of other things. So you guys bought Terry, and we're gonna make it right. So I'm gonna test how deep your love for this song is, right? Each. Now you can keep this song, and it'll be here forever, and it's been here whatever. But if we go to the world of film, let's say in 2001, when We Gonna Make It came out, right? So you can keep We're Gonna Make It, right? But then I looked at like the worldwide box office for that year and the top 5 films. Right. You got to get rid of 4 of these films. You can keep one, right? But if you want to keep more than one film, you never get We Gonna Make It anymore. Think about what that might be, right? It's I said, convoluted, tenuous. It's we're going with it. We're going to plow through till we get some success.
Let's go, man.
So, top 5, right? Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Fellowship of the Ring, Monsters Inc., Shrek, Ocean's 11.
I'm an Ocean's 11 guy the rest of my life, so that's untouchable.
But would you think if we don't have Shrek, imagine a world where there's never been Shrek. I'm fine with that, okay. But you do have We're Gonna Make It. So you say you'd keep Ocean's 11 and the rest can do one. You don't need any Lord of the Rings in your life.
I was too old for, I mean, I saw Lord of the Rings. That was a good moment in time, but I'm never like, oh, let me watch Lord of the Rings trilogy again.
Bro, oh my God, I watch extended. I always think I'm a fucking geek, bro. I'm a step away from getting it.
I had all the DVDs when it came out. It was a big deal. And I was like, all right. And that was it. Just, one-stop shop. I watched Ocean's 11. I had the poster. I had the soundtracks. I love all that shit.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I worked at a record store. We had the promos. I had a big ass, like 10-foot Ocean's 11 poster in my room, bro.
Amazing.
Yes.
Never knew that. Okay, right. So you're keeping We're Gonna Make It. Dylan, for you, any of those, We're Gonna Make It staying, or are you having to take 2 of those films? Because
so it was Harry Potter, Ocean's 11, Lord of the Rings, Monsters Inc., and Shrek.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, like, Shrek's a really important movie to me. So is Monsters Inc. I really like Ocean's 11, but I don't have the same relationship Zilla does with it. I like the Lord of the Rings movies. Couldn't care less about the Harry Potter movies.
Harry's got to go.
Harry's got to
go.
Harry's done.
I'm a bad millennial. Harry Potter never really did it for me.
Good for you. I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely with you.
But butterbeer is great though. I've been to the Universal Park and the butterbeer is delicious.
Okay.
But fucking damn. I mean,
look, think about it. You still got all of Al's catalog as well. You still do have the rest of Al's catalog to go with.
Right.
And there's going to be like Pixar's never going to be as big as it is if Monsters Inc. isn't around, right?
True.
Yeah, shit. So
I love how invested you guys
I do like the first Shrek movie. The first Shrek movie is fucking pretty amazing.
See, that's what I mean. Eddie Murphy got a hold of the career out of that. He got a whole new career.
So let me clarify. So I have to take either the one movie or the song.
You can keep one movie and the song. You can keep one film and the song, but the other films never exist anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
But if you want to keep 2 films, you got to get rid of the
Monsters Inc. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Monsters Inc. and fucking
love that.
Either Monsters Inc. or Shrek because we got to think of, like, on top of the fact that Shrek's just like a really great, funny movie, like the context behind Shrek is like, like Disney's like the big everything at that point. Like everyone's like, not to say sick of it, but people are like acknowledging the fact that they're like, like DreamWorks was the first company to really come out and like take a swing at Disney. And that was like really bold at that time, So like, like, especially considering after, like, there was like Disney was really hurting on quality animated films. So like, damn, like, so actually, you know what? As much as I want to say Monsters Inc. because I love that movie, I think just for the cultural context, I'm gonna say Shrek and We Gonna Make It.
Shrek. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Last minute pivot. Do you know what? Yeah. You're my dream guest because that's the longest answer I've ever had to this section. And it's like, you guys are properly invested. This is where I wanted it to be. Maybe we've hit that golden nugget. Let me just quickly dip into the chat.
I'm the movie guy, son. That's my thing.
Do you know what? That's what it is. You're the film guy. We need to do more film episodes with you, Dylan. That's essentially what it means. So, right, hold on. What we got going on here in the chat? Free Music Empire. This is going back to your sweaty dudes in a basement line. Zilla as a walking hip-hop intervention for us underground nerds. Fair play to him. Alchemist for me is the most versatile producer to ever live. My number one forever, says Ninja's Rose. Wow.
Okay.
Ninja's Rose. Damn, I love that. So Oz is good here. I've said this joke before, but say it again. Styles P should have named his smoothie store Vegan Make It. Vegan Make It.
Wow.
And this is what our listeners bring. This is what our listeners bring. Here's another crazy one. In the early 2000s, I preferred Missing Links as Exhibit A to Dre's next episode.
Yes, so did I. Shouts to Missing Links. Not a good album, but a great song.
So Oz says that hasn't aged well, but clearly in these circles, it's fine. Aged like fine wine.
Yeah.
So I love that. So Free Music Empire, writing my Covert Coop review, gave me my music review voice. I owe out that one. That's amazing. Fair play to him. Oh, here we go. Oz, Alchemist's biggest flex ever is that he scored GTA 5. Biggest entertainment release.
Yeah, yo, that shit is hard. That soundtrack's great.
Yeah, it's really,
It's
really
got like
gorgeous.
Future Islands on there and Earl and shit. That shit is crazy.
That is a pull. Yeah,
nah.
absolutely. Yeah. Who's the great? Oz, I love him. Who's the greatest ever? Terry. Now that's good. Like, how many good Terrys?
Terry Steinbach, the catcher for the Oakland Athletics.
See, I don't know who that is, but I can give you. Who can I give you? Terry Hatchett, the author. I read a lot of his shit.
Terry Hatcher. Terry Hatcher. She's all, yeah.
Terry Hatcher. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, Clark Kent's,
Terry Hatcher,
Clark
she's up
Kent's
there.
main squeeze. Absolutely. So yeah, please get in touch with us.
Terry
Get in touch
Steinbach.
with us for, I want you to ask this to everyone, was the best Doom beat that isn't Doom. I need to hear more of these. And
that's a
who
good
is
call.
the greatest ever Terry? And we are saying Explimont. Oh, I can't say that, mate, to Harry Potter. I don't read Harry Potter, so I can't say that word. I'm ruining your joke. It's very funny, though. Free Music Empire, keep Oceans because of Bernie Mac.
Yeah,
Bernie
Frank
Mac.
Cotton.
Yeah.
Come
Good
on,
shout.
man.
Good shout. Right, we are going
Yeah.
to wrap this up, but I have a second film thing, and we can go straight to the
Do it.
music thing.
Let's
Let's
go
do the
with it.
second film thing.
Please, come on.
Okay.
Now we get that was highest grossing. These are Oscar winners. Everyone who listens to this show knows I don't really credit the Oscars for a lot of shit anyway, but we're going to
Good.
do it because it's just here.
Right.
Right, best picture winners. Same deal. You can keep one film, you get to keep the song, but if you want to keep two films, the song's got to go.
Okay.
Gladiator, Chocolat. Fantastic.
Wow.
Fantastic. And I said it that way as well. Crouching Tiger,
Right,
Hidden
yeah.
Dragon,
Okay.
Aaron Brockovich,
Mhm.
Mm,
Mhm.
Traffic.
Good movie.
Traffic.
okay.
Eh.
A lot of Soderbergh.
Soderbergh. Yeah, and you liked your Soderbergh earlier. So
Love Soderbergh.
yeah, so I don't know. What you
Soderbergh's
got-
fire.
yeah, what you saying to that one? Oh, you can keep I think I'm about to keep two there, lads, personally. And I think I love We Gonna Make It. I love We Gonna Make It. But I don't know if my love is as deep to not have Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in my life. Because I've watched that film so much.
Yeah, I've seen
It's
seen
so
Gladiator.
crazy.
Gladiator was like one of the first DVDs I bought when
Mm.
DVDs came out, and I saw Traffic in theater. I think I saw Aaron Brockovich in theater. Yeah, I would just keep Crouching Tiger. Yeah, one Best Picture. That was.
But doesn't Gladiator
Yeah,
win this? Because if we didn't have Gladiator, would Doom ever have had The Mask?
oh
Yeah,
wow!
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
All right,
in
we
a
had to
way-
do that for we had to keep we had to just keep Gladiator.
for that reason alone, yeah.
Every time Gladiator
Yeah.
comes up, it wins now. Fuck. So we
It
have to
has
keep
to
Gladiator.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then We Gonna Make
Which
It.
is
or Honey-
wild.
Too pivotal.
Yeah, no, because I was gonna say because it would either be that or Crouching Tiger for me, but
Mhm.
because of that context, Gladiator. That
Well-
even like Gladiator is a good movie. It's not one that I watch or think about super often, but it's not
Right.
it would solely be because there would be no Doom mask as we know
Right.
it. He was
Mhm.
wearing a mask before, but
Right.
that
Not
was
like that.
totally.
But then, Dylan, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and We Gonna Make It. Two different eras, like two different.
We gonna make it, bro. We
Yeah.
gonna make it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
getting.
I can't play Crouching Tiger at the club or at the bar.
Yeah,
Can't. It's
yeah.
limited. There's a lot of limits. It's an amazing
Yeah.
movie.
Okay.
Shouts to Michelle Yeoh and all them, but no.
Yeah,
Fair.
but yeah.
She didn't say rappers that would die get better promotion. She didn't say that. Sorry.
Right, man. But that if we don't get Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in the States, then we don't get Kung Fu Hustle, and that would make me very sad. I don't know, but we got to stick with Gladiator anyway. I'm
Yeah, we
just guilting myself. But yeah, I'm
Good.
with that.
Do you know what I'm
with that.
feeling here, Dylan? This is a whole new podcast, my man. Is just this section. Me and you and Zilla, and it's just this section. Like I'm
Great
talking.
80 films. Yeah, there it is.
That would be a hard body, man.
Imagine-
I'm gonna be, yeah.
Okay. It's before we go into this wasn't this long, but it is. Before we move on to the music section, I was going to say one of those films has an owl song on it. Which film? And even better, which scene? I can't think of a scene out of these films. But out of the ones we've all mentioned, so Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Monsters Inc., Shrek, Ocean's 11, Gladiator, Chocolat. Chocolat might actually work with an Alf beat.
Johnny Depp. Okay.
Yeah, Crouching Tiger. It's pretty opulent shit. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Erin Brockovich, or Traffic. I can see Traffic.
I feel like it's in Traffic. Yeah, I feel like it's in Traffic.
It's in Traffic, isn't it? It's
I would guess.
It must be, yeah.
It'll be a
when
generic...
the white girl's starting to smoke crack and shit. Yeah, the fucking
it's got
DA's agent's daughters getting smoked out. Yeah.
Keep It Thorough is on in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was about to say what song, but yeah, no, Keep It Thorough.
Yeah, Keep It Thorough in the background.
Yeah, it's the one that, the kind of geeky director's assistant's mate kind of knows. And they'll be like, oh, I need like some Coke wrap. And he'll be like, this is hot right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've got that one. Right. So same deal. But now we've got to do it about fucking, I've just realised we've already fucking done it about We Gonna Make It. We've still got to do fucking, right, we're going to buzz through these.
Sorry.
Music, We Gonna Make It, Grammys, right? Best winners, rap albums, same deal, lads. You can keep one and the song.
There's going to be Eminem. There's going to be Eminem on this list. Go ahead.
Marshall Mathers LP.
Boom, see?
And then there was X, 2001. Volume 3, The Life and Times of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
And do you know what? For a few people, I like Country Grammar. Nelly.
Country Grammar's crazy.
Hey, Country Grammar's a great album, man.
So is We Gonna Make It survive that gauntlet? I don't know if We Gonna Make It's going to survive that gauntlet, lads.
I gotta say, Volume 3 and Country Grammar.
I think 2001.
Yeah.
I'm picking that.
I'm not sure
2001's cool, but yeah, like I'm with Zilla. Fucking
and Volume 3.
Yeah, Country Grammar and Volume 3, definitely.
Wow.
Because I'm waiting in my mind. I'm like, I get Country Grammar. I get what's his other shit? What's the other single? EI. I get that.
Yeah.
And then I get like So Ghetto by Jay. I get Do It Again, Jay. I get the balance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To occupy the space.
But do you know what? I think we're sleeping on that. Then there was X had some bangers on it. So what you're saying is you're never going to get them DMX bangers ever.
Which one is that? Is that the What's My Name joint? Is on that one?
I think
What's my name?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure,
not a nice person.
Yeah.
I'm not a nice person. I love that line. That's the funniest shit.
I'm not a nice. It's always like but the way he says it, you're still like shit. So it's got on there. One more road to cross. No,
I'm good. No.
The professional fame, a lot to learn. Party up.
No, that is date rape. The song. That shit is not popular. That shit is date rape city.
What's my name?
That joint is frat bros acting up and getting off because their dad's an administrator. That's what that song. That's not even DMX's fault.
Okay. No, but that's not even DMX's fault.
It's not his fault.
It's not. But you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay, you're probably right there. But I've got to go Marshall Mathers in 2001. That's that was me in 2001.
Wait, Marshall Mathers LP?
Yeah. Marshall
Nah, bro.
Second one.
Man. The second? Wait, which is the second one? Which one's
Marshall's
that?
the second one, right? Yeah.
One with Stan?
Yeah.
Slim
shit?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Slim Shady came first and then Marshall Mathers.
You're never getting...
I was revisiting that record a couple weeks back. That shit is a wild listen now. You're like, oh my God. This album.
Fair enough.
Weird.
I'm thinking I still need it in my life for those.
But
no,
because because like me, the only Eminem album my first Eminem album was the Eminem Show. I love that album still to this day, even though it's also extremely fucked up. But I didn't grow up listening to Slim Shady and Marshall Mathers. I've heard them both, but like
I love the Slim Shady.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
That's if I didn't have that as I don't know what my life would have been like because so many people were around my vicinity. Listen,
you would have been okay. You would have been fine. You would have made it out. You would have been a good guy.
Do you know what?
Your life would have been the same.
I'd have to keep it because I saw Dre and Eminem in one of the best shows I've ever seen at Brixton, and I got Jack that show. I got Jack from
Up at Smoke Tour.
I don't know if it was called that here, but it was in Brixton. I don't know what it was called. I know it was them too. It's the only time I've ever seen Dre, and I literally my feet left the floor like for a good 3 minutes. I don't remember touching the floor again.
Wow.
What era of that was him just updating the resume? Yo, I'm back. Yo, I sold this. You forgot about me. I got Snoop. He's always like updating his LinkedIn profile every fucking time he raps. Yo, I sold fucking headphones, and you forgot. I did the halftime show. Yo, I did Kendrick. Remember that?
Updated his LinkedIn profile.
Fuck out of here. That's his whole fucking. I love him, but yo, bro, come on, bro.
Bro. I think
you forgot about
he was
Dre?
playing 2001 bangers, bro. Still Dre live in 2001. Ooh.
Well, I mean, that's like the best beat of his life.
Yeah.
And Scott
Yeah,
Storch.
you know, like that's like you know, like that's an all timer for him, you know, and like
Yes.
that's all that's all Scott Storch.
So we're denying
So, like-
that to keep We Gon' Make It. We're going to keep We Gon'
Yes.
Make It to deny that. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not going to push it. Your love is deep. This
East
is
Coast.
This is
See, that's East Coast bias, you know. Like you're gonna get a different answer from somebody else, you know.
yeah. I
but
get
like,
some West Coast beats on it. Yeah.
yeah, you know, that's. I'd be happy to hear the challenge, but
Yeah.
I'm taking We Gon' Make It over Still Dre.
Okay.
Personally.
Wow.
Me too. Yeah.
Here's one then. And
Personally.
I'm trying to long this out now because I'm loving this conversation. Which one of these albums does an Al beat fit the most in 2001? Marshall Mathers.
Oh shit!
And then there was X, 2001.
Fucking volume 3.
Volume 3, isn't it?
Volume
It's
three.
volume
Volume
3.
three.
If you
Definitely.
give him
Yeah,
fucking
no.
Keep It Thorough or one of them joints,
Or We
my
Gonna Make It. If Jay picked
You
We
give
Gonna
it
Make
to
It,
Jay.
He'd
have put it on
my
this.
God.
yeah, because
he'd have put it on
yeah,
this.
because like that right next to So Ghetto, like the premiere beat, like that's my favorite premiere beat ever.
Yeah,
like
so
yes.
it was unbelievable.
That's-
What
yeah.
a
Jiggy
one-two
Premier
punch.
is the
So that was
best chamber.
crazy.
Jiggy Premier is the best.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Rockefeller
man.
Bad
Needs
Boy
more of
Premier
it.
is the best one.
Needs
Yes.
more of that.
Mhm.
Absolutely. The intro
Come on,
to
bro.
Volume 1 is still one of my favorite.
Hand it
fucking-
down. Come on, man.
Come on.
You know
Absolutely
what's funny? Did y'all hear the song that Premier put out with Rome Streets and West Side Gun, the Runway song?
amazing.
No.
Because that beat's great. That sounds like it could have gone on Volume 3.
Oh,
To me,
all right. I gotta run that back.
personally.
I'm
I'm
kind
a-
of underwhelmed
I'm a-
by all his Griselda joints. They're kind of like, all right.
That's the one. Like I was
All right,
also
I'm gonna
kind of
keep that.
underwhelmed by
Yeah.
it's cool. I'll send it to you later. Remind me.
Interesting.
Bet. Thank you.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that's We Gonna Make It came through that gauntlet. Head and
Okay.
shoulders, man. It
Yeah.
survived. It's still
Yeah.
here. We're losing a lot of other pop culture shit, but who cares? We Gonna Make It. Right.
Sure.
Let's
We'll be
do
all right.
Terry. Let's do Terry. We're gonna bash through this one. Films, 2015. Right. Can keep these. I'll throw in the Oscar winners as well. So these are the
Okay.
top worldwide box office ones, right? The Force Awakens. That's a big
Oh,
one. So
Out.
big one to
Out.
start with straight away. The Force
Oh,
Awakens.
shit.
Nope.
But imagine the world didn't have Force Awakens. That's another
It'll be
thing.
fine. It'll be exactly the same.
Fine.
The only reason I'd be upset about that is because then we wouldn't get The Last Jedi, and The Last Jedi is fucking great. But The Force Awakens, I could live without The Force Awakens.
Literally, yes.
I like the way you're thinking. The Last Jedi is good. I enjoy that as well.
Last
Force
Jedi's
Awakens, Jurassic World, we're good.
outta
Furious
here.
7,
Yeah, I'm
Furious
straight.
7, we're good.
Nope,
Minions,
later.
we're good.
Okay, I'd see. I like Minions. All right, I'm a
I
fan.
watched the
Big fan.
Minions one that was like
Minions
3
is
years
fire.
ago the other day, and it had like Snoop.
All of
in
them are
it.
good. Minions
And I was
2
like,
and
oh,
3.
this
No,
one's actually-
Despicable Me. All the Despicable Me's are great. 1, 2,
Yeah,
and 3.
like
Yeah.
that was
Those are good
surprisingly,
movies, yeah.
surprisingly good. Another Age of Ultron, Avengers, which people will straight away say no,
Worst one.
but
Worst
I
one.
kind of like it. Still, it's boring,
It's
but
good.
I like it. Yeah,
It's good. It's just like
Yeah,
too much
it's-
going on. There's a lot going on.
yeah.
It's good. It's not great. There's
Agreed.
definitely too much going on.
Respect it, don't love it.
So,
Put it
so
that way.
Terry's
Yeah,
staying.
you know.
Terry is absolutely
Terry stays.
staying here, isn't it? There's
Yeah,
no way any of these take
yeah.
I'd be okay. I'd be okay.
Right. So
I actually really enjoyed Furious 7.
I hate Furious.
I had a weird relationship with those movies because like the first one's cool. I love the second one. That's the fucking John Singleton one is great. The third one's a good time. The fourth one's awful, and then 5 through 9 are fantastic. Like
Right.
Furious Fast 5 is really, 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 really good. Like
Okay.
I was like blown by how much I enjoyed it. And
You're
you know,
convincing me slightly now, but it's
those like they just kind of hit the right. They hit the right fucking balance of like silly and serious, and it like like Furious 7 was the last one where I was like, this is great, and then like 8, 9, and 10 are like fine, you know.
Fair enough.
Like they're
it's
take your
ten of
word
them.
for
After
it.
a while, you're going to be like, it's fine, right?
they're
Come on.
cool.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Okay. So that Terry still easily unscathed. Boom.
Mhm.
Let's
Yeah.
go Oscars.
Yeah.
Best Picture: Birdman, American Sniper, oh,
Eh.
Boyhood. That's
Boyhood
Boyhood is
wow.
one of my
Okay.
favorite films of all time. So Boyhood,
Boyhood's very good. Boyhood's very good.
Shit, there's a lot of nominees here. They must have
like
opened,
10.
they must open these up.
That was the year they opened it up like crazy.
it's bullshit.
Because they wanted to like get more. They wanted to make it more accessible because like like it was like all the art house movies. They wanted to get like some of the bigger ones and then the people that actually seen. I get it.
That makes sense actually. That makes sense because you got the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Ooh,
The Imitation Game,
also very good.
Imitation Game,
very good.
Selma,
Very good.
The Theory of Everything,
No,
Whiplash. I love Whiplash.
Yeah.
I love Whiplash.
it's cool.
But
That's a
is
year.
there one?
That's a year that's not huge for me. So yeah.
Boyhood is to me is immovable.
Yeah,
I can't
I'd
get rid
have
of
to
Boyhood.
keep Boyhood. But if we
I'll keep
didn't get
Boyhood.
Grand Budapest, I'm not too worried because every other Wes film is going to bring something of that. I'm
True.
going to get that same flavor again. Selma,
Yeah.
I like Selma, but I could do away
Selma's
with that.
cool.
Honestly, I think it still wins.
not like
A Birdman,
flawless.
I rewatched again, and it ain't all that. American
Birdman's
Sniper,
cool, but-
no, Clint can do
Yeah,
one on that one.
I shit on that movie on me and Griff's album on Frank Castle.
Did you really? What did you say?
Ah,
What did you-
yeah.
Yeah, it's on
right.
Frank Castle. The hook is blue lives or true lies to Frank Castle. You don't want the truth. It's a hassle. And it's all about how to fucking, that movie is what created this whole fucking, I wear the Punisher, but I serve the country, but I fucking arrest criminals, but I love the Punisher. But I'm like, bro, I'm like that guy. I said on a song, I'm like, he was a trash husband and a trash father. You don't care because that logo's banging. I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, go run up stacking chips on Bandcamp. You'll hear it. It's not on DSPs. We got hit with the sample, but
Yeah.
nah. Bradley Cooper's dope. He's dope in the movie, but fuck him.
Yeah. Real
Okay,
quick,
for that.
fun fact, there's a scene where he's like holding what's supposed to be his baby and like it's a fake baby. And like you can see him like he's like moving the baby's arm with his thumb. I screened that movie back when I was like doing like film reviews for real. And like I started dying in the theater. I'm like, are y'all serious? Like you put this out here and you really tried to fool us. It's just so obvious.
Oh,
And on top of that, the movie's like garbage, but you know.
Yeah, what's his name? My one of my best friends was served overseas, and he saw where that dude was because dude would put the fucking Punisher logo in the houses they would take over and all that. I was like, bitch, you don't even know. You don't even know about this Punisher. You don't even know. I'm deep with the Punisher, War Journal, all that shit. You don't even know what that is.
Damn, that's amazing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly.
So I think it's staying. I think Terry's, here we go. Al on any of these films. Any of these films getting Furious 7, baby. That might be getting something there.
That would be cool.
Maybe.
You could throw some
Birdman,
Freddie Gibbs shit or
Boyhood,
something.
do you know what? Boyhood
No.
would have had a really nice era when he's a little bit older and someone puts him on some Al. Because Boyhood's got a lot of that indie feel to it.
Yeah, the
which is great.
college shit. Yeah, high
the
school
Beatles
college.
and all that
Yeah,
shit. But
yeah.
imagine someone just putting some Al in the background. They need a bit more hip hop in there.
Put on some dilated people. Worst come to worst.
Right.
It's like, I think this song's cool, right? This is cool. Worst come to worst. Like horny rap hands will be like, yeah.
I'd want to.
Oh,
You know what? Honestly, I'd want to put it in like the last place you'd expect to hear it. So let's throw it in. Let's throw it in Imitation Game. I want to see how Alan Turing can make Alchemist work in his environment. You know, like trying to like
do you know
fix
what?
the computers and shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm with that. I'm with that. I like a challenge. Let's do it.
Yeah, that could maybe. Who knows? Okay, let me go.
That music supervisor is about to have their work cut out for them. But I'm ready.
absolutely.
I'm ready to see it. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely. Right, we're going to do the music for 2015 in a minute, but let me go into the chat because it has been kicking off a little bit. So what's it saying here? So my anti-Alk top 5 argument says Free Music Empire. Bad Alk beats are sleepy, they fade away, so he never gets called on them. A bad Pharrell beat is awful. A tune of the world yells at, one catches more heat than the other.
True.
Interesting take, and one I can actually see. Yeah, I need to gestate that one, but I might bring that one back for the next episode we do on now. Doom did have a mask pre-Gladiator, just not a very good one. Yet fair play, Oz. Yet fair play.
Yeah.
Alks gets away with a ton more beats none of us care about because none of the minimal nature of his style. Says Dan. I just earlier today saw a Gladiator movie mistake where you literally see a plane in the background, says Oz, in Gladiator.
Damn.
What?
All right, now I gotta watch Gladiator again.
What
That's
the
tight.
fuck? Oh shit! I didn't.
I
know
love
that.
stuff like that, son.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
I know. So well, that's it. I think Ray. Yeah, no. With the other guest on here, Ray Ridge would call Alchemist beats unfinished beats. It's a real thing. Says Dan. Agreeing with Ray hurts my intestines, but I am doing that on this. Fair play to you.
Right.
I think if we gonna get rid of We Gonna Make It, we will always have Razkaz. If we do get rid of We Gonna Make It, we'll always have Razkaz, says Oz. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. Speaking of Eminem, him and D12 rapped on Alk beat on Tony Touch's album.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That song
Get
is
back,
messed up.
Get back. That song's horrible. You gotta get back. It's all about raping her cousin or whatever the fuck. That shit is the worst. All that D12 shit is about like banging his mom, waking up, fucking putting his dick in a lawnmower or some shit. I'm like, man, stop. Even back then, I was like, come on.
Oh, that's okay.
Worse,
okay. But
Bizarre was tripping, son. I had to say that.
Bro,
Bizarre was tripping.
Bizarre
Detroit horrorcore, man. Shouts to Eshan and all, but fuck the rest of that. I don't. King Gordy, shouts to that. Yeah, shouts to him and King Gordy. The rest, nah, I'm good.
Dad, Cam's love of M is like white people's love of Jerry Maguire. I also love Jerry Maguire. So maybe I'm just white. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just white. Nick Sheffield, is it that? Is that Get Back song, Oz? If so, great song and nothing that Bizarre. Oh yeah,
no, that shit's horrible.
Anything with Bizarre will be messed up, says Nick Sheffield.
Yes, correct.
He's right.
Bizarre's on it.
Yeah.
Bizarre's bar insane. Anything to try and stand out, I guess, says Oz. I can't do Bizarre. Punisher, we're taking all these Iraqis out, bam, bam, bam. You're right, Oz. That's essentially the line we should have got in with. So music.
Crazy Holmes.
Yeah, you crazy Holmes. 2015, music. Now we're going to Grammys. Let's do this. Can Terry survive this gauntlet, right? He can keep one of these albums and Terry. And guess what? It's 2015 and somehow Karma has had its say and best rap album, the Marshall Mathers LP 2.
I mean, it truly is. It truly is better than first.
It's like, what?
Oh my God.
What is happening? The new classic by Iggy Azalea, because the internet.
Wait. The new classic by Iggy Azalea was nominated for Best Rap Album?
If Wikipedia is correct, I think Eminem won it. I think Eminem won it.
Shocker. Wow.
That doesn't surprise me. But wait.
Wonder why
sorry, Iggy got nominated for Best Rap Album that year. Why don't I remember that? I feel like I would have been like so mad about that.
No one watches the Grammys.
Yeah, to be fair, I have
no one watches that shit.
Yeah, I give them no credit, but it's like not surprising to me, but also it's kind of interesting that it is to you.
Yeah. Sorry, like that's like because like I've been thinking about that new Iggy song. I hate it. I have a lot of feelings about her that go beyond the music. I think she's kind of horrible, just like as a person. But like. Yo, like, but just like that, you reminding me that not only was that nominated, but like that album was like a moment, like a really bad one. You know, like there were like fans and shit. Like, oof, man, like she was doing like Steve Madden free shows at Music Hall of Williamsburg. That like people were like, it was. 2015 was a rough time.
It was rough.
2015 was a rough time.
It was rough.
But what were the others? I'm sorry.
No, I enjoy the passion about it. You know that. Marshall Mathers LP2, the new classic Iggy Azalea, Because the Internet, Childish Gambino. Nobody's smiling.
Really?
Yeah, nobody's smiling.
Nobody's smiling at Common? No.
Oxymoron, Schoolboy Q.
Black Magic is a great song. That's great album.
Wait, Oxymoron?
Oxymoron. Yeah. Now that's the one, isn't it? Black Hollywood by Wiz Khalifa. Black Hollywood.
Yo, heard it. Black Hollywood. No, that's the album with Black and Yellow, Weed and Boys on it.
Oh, okay. All the Taylor Gang shit.
So you want to keep Black and Yellow, but I think Schoolboy Q wins it for me. If there's anyone,
I'm not keeping Black Hollywood. The rest of that album's fucking trash.
Dog, Break the Bank is on Oxymoron. That is the hardest Alchemist shit in this last 10 years.
Shit,
Break the bank.
Yeah.
Money be on my mind.
Because Schoolboy Q is in that mix as well, of course.
Yes, he is.
He has the beat on Habits and Contradictions, my homie's joint.
Yes. Right.
That shit is stupid.
And then on top of that, Oxymoron's a special album to me because that was one of the first albums me and my girlfriend bonded over when we were still in college. Like we drove around, like I was like burning CDs and I burned Des a copy of fucking Oxymoron and I still one of Desiree's favorite albums to this day.
Beautiful.
So, I made my own version that's a 5 mic because there was the deluxe version, the Target version, the iTunes version. I made my shit. It's 14 joints. I got it. Dog, I'll send you that. It is perfect. I made it a 5 mic album.
Wow.
Does your version have the Sugar Free song on it?
Yes. Groove Line Part 2. Yep.
Cool. On, then great. It's perfect.
I got you.
Because that song is amazing. I
I'll just say this: I closed the album. I closed the album with "Hell of a Night." Closer.
Okay,
that's how you
makes
close
sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay,
yeah, that makes sense.
I love how this is cooking. I love how we're cooking it.
Right, Oxymoron stays.
Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. So there we go.
Yeah.
Well, we've got an Al beat on there, I suppose. But imagine Marshall Mathers LP too with an
Marshall Mathers LP too.
For
like nominated Avatar too. Get the fuck out of
here. Fucking yeah. No, I'm not trying to hear like fucking Rick Rubin butt rock samples on fucking Eminem shit.
Like remember Beastie Boys? All right, come on, man. I love Rick Rubin, but I was like, bro, nope.
Yeah.
Also, you know, like my millennialness is gonna show a little bit here. The Childish Gambino album, I love Because the Internet, one of my favorite albums ever. So like for me, it would be between Oxymoron and Because the Internet, because I really like I have the tour edition red vinyl. They only made 500 of those. Like I've got it like in my collection right next to me.
Nice.
So like that album that's a very special album to me too. So
there you go.
One of them too, but like for the sake of symmetry, let's go with Oxymoron for sure.
Fair.
Okay. Love that. Well, guys, thank you so much. We have Free Music Empire.
Wow.
Dan saying Iggy needs to be on a Wrecking Crew song. There you go.
No. Come on, man. Stop.
Get Iggy.
Imagine.
Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again, please.
Before Castro, Jesus Christ. Zilla and I, Schoolboy fan club. Yeah, fair play. A big up, actually, Zilla. I haven't talked to you since you did the Jason Griff's, the Stacking Chits, man, bro. Love is Doomed, right? When I first heard that, everyone out there, go listen to that. That really spoke to me. That made in a bad way, though, because I was like, oh, yeah. I am that guy, aren't I? Where I would rather listen to than my wife. I now understand why my wife doesn't talk to me. Just because I'm sitting here listening to Doom lectures.
You got to weigh it out. I sat there. I was like, okay, if I don't go to this party and watch fucking Doom on Red Bull, what's going to happen to me? Yeah. She's just going to be mad. It was like Brad Pitt. I'm like, I'll just get chewed out. I've been chewed out before. I was like, do I want to go to this party? I don't know anybody and it's going to be weird as shit. Or I just want to watch Chairman Mao talk about Figaro. That. I'm going to go with that and just deal with the fallout.
Yeah. Chairman Mao talk about Figaro. Wow, what a moment.
You know what's so funny? I just saw a meme yesterday that somebody shared of like it's like an anime girl just like, honey, please have sex with me. I'm so horny. And it's just like the guy with the mustache staring at the cover for Marcy's Reloaded, and it's just like, how does it get better? That shit killed me. So
That's good, that hits.
Like, how does it get better,
bro? Oh, that absolutely hits.
That's me and the wife tonight. I'm like, nah, baby.
Oh shit, he's got it there.
Nah, girl, I got the gatefold.
Got the gatefold as well. Oh,
I'm like, I love you, but he made 76. I don't know how you beat to be honest.
He made thread count. Like
he made thread count and Death Parade. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Flash Gordon.
Make room in the office where the fat sweaty men are, because Zilla's about to rock up with Reload.
I got the Schoolboy playlist in the chat too. Boom, from the iTunes.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
The Oxymoron. 14 joints.
Perfect.
There you go.
Is that? Can I share that with the live crew? Can I
go for it. Do it. Yep.
Here we go.
If they have iTunes,
please,
cool.
Man.
That's in your chat as well. There you
Apple
go.
Music, I should say. Apple Music.
There you go.
Boom.
Apple Music fans.
Got there.
Boom.
I shared it with Brian Ennals, and he was like, "Yo, it's a 5-mic album now." I said, "Yo, my work here is done." And I said, I heard "Thank You" from A Grateful Universe, and I just rested. I just sat down. You know what I mean? Boom, and looked over the world. I'm like, I did it.
Beautiful.
Fixed Oxymoron.
Beautiful. So, man, thank you, both of you. Absolutely brought the ruckus with this one. It's our first Owl Chat. We've got Roc, we've got Mac, we've got Carl, Billy Woods. We're branching it out. So it's kind of like any hip hop artist that you want to talk about, we kind of have a series for it now. But you're more than welcome on again. People out there, go follow these guys, check out their work. Whilst I'm doing a bit of housekeeping, do rate and review and all that shit. It really does help. Do it as well for Call Out Culture. And obviously Dylan's work out. Dylan, tell us what you're doing next. Like, what's happening next? What's happening with you guys? Dylan,
good question. Let me think about it. What am I doing next? I have I just reviewed the cash. Wait, sorry, my fault. Am I still here?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah, sorry, my internet's being really unstable. I just reviewed the Cash Cobain album over at Pitchfork. It's one of my favorite things I've heard this year. He's a dude out of the Bronx who makes sample drill. I love his fucking music. Too Slizzy, Too Sexy from last year. The album he made with Chow Lee is one of my favorite things I've heard in the last 5 years. I've been listening to it like nonstop this whole year, but I'm doing that. Real Notes is doing cool stuff. I hope to do one more live one by the end of the year. I'm just like finalizing the details and the location. But other than that, I might have a book coming that I'm not going to talk about yet at the end of the year.
Wow.
But we'll see with that. But like other than that, I'm just kind of like working, you know, like find me a Pitchfork, come listen to Real Notes. I got some cool episodes coming up. I got Alexander Richter coming next week.
My man. What's up, Richter?
Fucking, that's basically it. You know, like find me playing Bomb Rush Cyberfunk at a show. I'll just be on my Switch. I'll be on my Switch in the background playing my fake Jet Set Radio game. So like, come find me and talk to me if you're in the tri-state. I don't bite. I love you.
Love that. I love that.
That's all I got going on.
That's the energy right there. Zilla, how about you, man?
You can grab the album Stack and Chips, the aforementioned record for me and Jason Griff. It's out on all DSPs. We got the wooden box display case CDs. We got the variant cassettes. They're crazy. I don't know if I can grab one to hawk at the minute.
Yeah.
I do. I got the tapes in this bitch. Tapes are looking
beautiful,
fucking gorgeous.
Look at that.
That's so beautiful.
That is so
yeah, you ain't getting this otherwise.
Yeah.
We got the Stack and Chips tapes, the CDs. I can't reach. Actually, I can. Hold on, watch this.
Yeah.
Boom. Look at this. CD box, the wooden box.
Nice.
That bitch opens up, and then I can't even figure out how to open
Wes
this shit.
Anderson
There you
film.
go.
Look at this.
Yes. So that joint pops up. Oop, all the stickers falling out. There's a CD.
It's definitely giving French Dispatch. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Man, stickers fell out. So yeah, we got those on deck, and then that's pretty much it. Quiet Culture. Me and Alex Ludovico just did our Morning View Incubus episode that'll be dropping this weekend.
Nice.
And then we're doing the Incubus trilogy series. So we did Make Yourself. Now I'm wearing the fucking shirt. Morning View, and then Quiet Culture that'll be out next episode Monday, talking doppelgangers. So there you go.
Oh, doppelgangers!
Hey, wow.
I've not heard about doppelgangers for a minute. I can't wait.
Yeah, me either.
We're the only show that matters. We talk Incubus and doppelgangers.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Love that. Let's do that. But yeah, peeps, go check all that work out. We shall catch you soon. And guys, you know the doors are always open. And yeah, it's like a rotate. Do you know what I love right now is how many great voices we have in this space. Like I've never I was looking at like a Liquid Swords review, right? And I had like a 12-person table. And at that point, I was like, this is ridiculous. There's 12 voices I could pick from that are all brilliant. So yeah, just go check out this community. It's doing really well for itself. And vibrant, man. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, big yourselves up. Peace. Here's to Uncle Al. And I'm sure there'll be some more great merch by the time I next speak to you guys. That will be all dropping.
Awesome.
Peace,
boys.
Already.
Out of here. I'll see you later.
Catch you later. Peace.